Alright everybody, today I'm excited to show you guys a really gorgeous, just beautiful slip joint. So if slip joints aren't your thing, I'm sorry, but they probably need to be. don't dismiss slip joints because of all the technology that's out there with all the different types of locks and opening mechanisms of all of your popular current high-tech technology of modern folders. Don't forget about the slip joints because there's something that's still beautiful about them. There's still something that's mesmerizing, and there's joy to be had. There's joy to be had. So here is one really sweet slip joint, and this is my first Viper knife. So what do you know? First Viper knife, and I went with one of their slip joints. If you don't know, because I've mentioned this, they just gave me a number. Focus. There we go. They just gave the number. They didn't put what the knife was on the box anywhere. But yeah, pretty standard box. Info, slip, yeah, nothing fancy. So just basic box from Viper. Alright, so we'll get that out of the way. Here it is. Y'all ready for it? Oh, look at that. Just look at it, would you? Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? Check that out. That is sweet. Y'all ready to see the blade? Look at that blade. That is a great blade. And it's M390, and it is razor sharp. Trust me. I could cut paper for days with it. Could make all them fun little squigglies and all that stuff. But yeah. This is a beautiful knife, and the walk and talk on it is very nice. Yeah, very nice. Love the walk and talk. Isn't that beautiful? And there's the spine on it. Nice crowned spine, raised just a little bit above the scales. I'm a dummy, and I totally forget what the scales were made out of. I believe it's stainless steel. It's kind of got a coppered black wash look to it, which is really neat. What's also super interesting is the right around the pivot screws. It's what's the word? Like it's tapered, like it's smoothed out. There's a ramp up to it from the rest of the scale, and it's like that on both sides. I really honestly don't know if you can tell all that well from the camera. Yeah, like that you can, can't you? Yeah, sure, right? But whew, this thing is gorgeous, and they did that. They call it a starburst. To me, it looks more like a fireworks type deal, and so that's that side, and that's that side. So they're mirrored. Like they're totally, isn't that awesome? How they're, the same on each side, but the other side. So yeah, really cool. I love this blade, this Wharncliffe type, sheep's footy, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's got their own name for these things these days, right? And it's got a nice wedge at the top, nice drop to the tip, very useful tip. There is no jimping. There's no jimping. It's a slip joint. So, it is a 3-inch blade. So, size comparison real quick here. We got the Benchmade proper. The proper. Let's zoom in. Shall we? Oops, sorry. Benchmade proper. The Viper Hug is a 3-inch blade. The proper is 2.8. I think 2.82, and then here's another gorgeous Italian influenced slip joint. This is the MKM Selena, if I'm saying that right. She is a beauty. Yes, she is. My Selena is a beaut. But great walk and talk on this knife too. But yeah, she is party. And that's a 2 3/4, 2.75 blade. So if you have the proper, that's probably the more common out of the two that I have here. But these are my, slightly more elegant looking slip joints, especially these two. But yeah, there's your 3-inch blade, 2.82 and 2.75. So that kind of gives you somewhat of an idea. Oh, the other thing, when I first opened this box yesterday, because I got it yesterday, and I carried it today, Viper gave you this leather slip, and this is Italian leather, and it is soft, it is silky, and boy does it smell so darn good. It smells so good. I just sat there in the chair, in my recliner chair, and sniffed it and sniffed it and sniffed it like I was straight taking drugs. It was so bad. It was so bad. And then I made the wife sniff it, and all the kids were sniffing it, and everybody got their nose deep into that leather because it was so deliciously smelling. If you like the smell of leather, if you don't, I'm sorry, you're missing out. Yeah, but this is nice, good leather, Italian leather, and the Viper logo on it is just, classy, very classy. Thank you. This is just a slip that just drops into your pocket. Protects the knife, so if you got keys in your pocket or change or whatever, it's protecting the knife, protecting the finish, this gorgeous finish on the scales. If you're not so much of a fan of dropping slip joints in your pocket, if you are just so much more comfortable with having a pocket clip folder on you, clip to your pocket, then your answer to that problem, your dilemma, has been solved by MKM with the MKM pocket slips that are magnetic, that go around your belt loop. And they if you put it on your belt loop like I do, I put it on my belt loop around the part where like just above my 5th pocket on my pants, so then like that much of it actually sinks into the 5th pocket of my pants on my, yeah. So and that kind of just, it all keeps it like there and snug and everything. And then the knife, I tell you, the walk and talk is tight on this guy. I don't know how he'll break in, but or she, but yeah, goes in there great. I'm gonna have to do a lanyard for it. Probably gonna go for a short one like I did on this guy, or maybe something just a little in between, because I kind of felt like the proper here, the lanyard I put on it was just a little too long. So I'll probably do something about halfway in between in length, kind of find that happy medium. But yeah, so I really like these slips. I've got like 3 or 4 of these things. And they're less than $30, pretty sure. So yeah, they've solved that happy medium of not wanting something that completely drops into your pocket, and has more of that security and that feeling like it's got a pocket clip and it's clipped to your side, a little more secured, especially on the motorcycle. But yeah, so these are awesome. If you don't have one of these, get one of these. They're great. But yeah, the walk and talk is great, is fantastic on this guy, and it's nice and stiff. It's not super stiff. We'll see how he breaks in, but right now, kind of out of the box, first day and a half of using it, a couple of times here and there, I'd say it's probably about a 7.5, whereas the MKM Selena is probably a good 5.5, 6. And the proper Benchmade, this is one thing that I wish that their slips were a little stiffer. The Weekender, if you don't if you haven't seen the Weekender, check out the Benchmade Weekender. Cool knife, another slip joint. But again, they're like a 2.5. Like it's almost way too easy for that thing to close back up on you. So yeah, I just wish they would do it at least to that 5.5, 6 point. But yeah, Viper totally 7.5, almost an 8 in my opinion. But yeah. Oh, I was so excited to get this, and they're like $120, depending on where you picked it up from. Of course, I got mine from White Mountain Knives. I think they're sold out right now. Definitely this version of it, because I literally bought probably one of the last ones when I got to the website and saw it. I was like, mine. But yeah, so I don't know how many of these they've made on the first run, but I feel kind of lucky to have gotten one. They should make a second run. From what I've noticed from Viper, their second runs happen about somewhere between 7 to 9 months out from the first runs being sold. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to pick up one on the second one if you really liked it. They've got it in a handful of different fit and finishes and color schemes. I really liked this one. I really liked the dark blade, stonewash blade in the dark, like burnt copper hand scales, with that gold starburst. It just, that spoke to me right away. Said I had to have it. God, it's beautiful. Oh, such a joy. Who says that slip joints aren't still a wonderful thing to have? Nobody said that. Just don't forget. Don't get caught up in the monotony of all the different fancy locks and all the technology that's in there. Different locks and different opening mechanisms of your standard pocket clip folders that clip onto your pockets, and the deep carry clips. Having these slip joints, there's something just beautiful about it. Something beautiful about it. So that's all I got for y'all today. Hope you enjoyed. I was excited to share, and yeah, if this might interest you as much as it did me, pick one up. Grab one as soon as you can. Oh, I'm gonna love using this. Great knife. So happy. Couldn't ask for a better knife, better blade. All right, so that's it for today, guys, and see you on the next video. Peace out.